Hello and good morning to all the viewers and judges of my video. I'm Sagnik Banerjee from Zydus School for Excellence, and my standard is 7th, and I've taken the topic Dream School, as you can see. I have taken this topic because I feel that many changes can be done to the way our school is run. So to emphasize these changes, I have taken this topic. Okay, so let's get to the first part of my presentation, that is the introduction. My school will have a huge, lush and green campus with lots of exotic trees, so it will be a very green and clean campus. There will be all the standards in my school from junior KG to 12th standard. My school will have the best curriculum and facilities for all-round development of the students. And now we come to security. In my school there will be excellent security. There will be open-air classrooms so that students can learn in nature. And now we come to a very important part of my introduction, that is there will be a limited number of students in every class and there will be a good student-teacher ratio. Now we come to learning process and curriculum. In my school there will be an environmental field trip every 2 months so that children can learn about the environment in a practical way. The risky experiments of my school will be done by the robots. And now we come to another important part of learning curriculum, that is every idea or every concept of my syllabus will be engaged in a practical way. For example, if a child is learning sound mechanics, then a practical will be shown based on sound mechanics so that the child can understand the concept very well. Now we come to the extracurricular activities that will be there. In my school there will be extracurricular activities so that there is a physical and mental development of children. There will be physical and mental development programs. There will be student exchange programs with other reputed schools of the world so that our children can learn what is happening in the outside world and know what their level is. Now we come to another important part of learning curriculum process, that is our focus will be on nurturing creativity, problem solving, analytical reasoning and critical thinking abilities instead of bookish learning. Students excelling in various fields will be given need-based scholarships. Now we come to facilities of my school. In my school there will be many facilities. There will be different grounds for different sports like football, basketball, etc. There will be 3 swimming pools. 1 for the beginners, 2nd for the medium and the 3rd for the advanced. And there will also be other water related activities like water polo, diving, etc. There will be many different activities in my school like archery, horse riding, rifle shooting, gymnastics, arts and crafts, public speaking, etc. Now again come back to security. In my school robots will be there for security. There will be different labs for the various subjects in my school so that every subject can be taught in a practical manner. There will be student exchange campaigns, as I explained before. There will be student exchange campaigns every month. There will be science labs for every branch of science. And there will also be some uncommon labs like astronomy lab, robotics lab, electronic lab, a model rocketry lab, etc. And now we have the library part. There will be a high caliber library which will have the best collection of academic resources, storybooks and books on personal development. And these books will have both physical and digital. And there will be sufficient number of reading terminals. There will be different clubs and societies in my school. Now we get to the activities part. There will be many activities. The various activities will be subdivided into categories or clubs and the interested student can go into the clubs of their choice. The different clubs will be computers, math, creative writing, model rocketry, robotics, etc. In sports related activities, there will be many sports like football, basketball, etc. Schools will have outreach programs where our students will do community services. And the schools will have different labs for art forms like arts and crafts lab, dance and music labs, etc. Now we get to the environment part of my presentation. There will be pollution-free campus in my school with many trees, medicinal plants and student-developed gardens. That's right, student-developed gardens. There will be noise-free libraries. There will be environmental-friendly energy resources. That's a very important part, I believe. There will be solar energy, wind energy and hydroelectricity. There will be facilities for recycling waste with zero discharge. And there will be a friendly atmosphere. Strong bonding between teachers, students and non-teaching staff will also be there. Now we get to the infrastructure of my school. There will be fully campus, the campus will be fully Wi-Fi and with 4G connectivity. There will be CCTV cameras for enhanced security. There will be big gymnasium with various facilities. And there will be a big auditorium with top-of-the-line audiovisual facilities. And there will also be modular classrooms of the 21st generation. There will be holographic typing pads and instruction boards. The school will also be sympathetic to the needs of the differently abled students. Well, now we get to how I made my presentation. Well, here's it. How I made my presentation. Planning. I thought of all the things which will make my learning more interesting and fun. Then research. I researched about the facilities, curriculum, infrastructure, teaching methods of the best schools in India and outside. And compilation, I noted down all the things which I found interesting, selected the ones which I found most interesting, and I further thought of what better things can be found in my school which are not in any of the schools. And final compilation, I did my final compilation in MS PowerPoint and Screencast-O-Matic. Hope you like it. Thank you.